Joining on Coach's Corner, not with a coach, but with one of the players, Morgan McClaren, taking the time to talk with us. And Morgan, first of all, thanks a lot.
Welcome.
You on the season so far having a good year for the team, a good year for yourself as well. What are your thoughts on the way the team's kind of come together in the last couple of games?
I feel like we need to play as a team more during practice and games and stuff, but we've kind of put it together well and with our abilities, so I think we've improved a lot.
This past weekend up on the Wind River Reservation, you started out with a really good game against Wind River, ended up holding them to 11 points in the final three quarters. Defense seems to be a mentality this team takes almost everywhere they go. Is that what you guys play for, is the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, we try to really put the pressure on and really have a good defensive game, but we're all really good shooters and we can put the ball inside a lot, so both offense and defense we pretty good. So
time to put the critique on against Wyoming Indian. What happened during the third quarter against Wyoming Indian from a player standpoint?
Well, we didn't play as a team really. It was just kind of all about ourselves and we just got really riled up and stuff, so we just need to calm down and play the game how we know how to play.
After that quarter, you ended up putting up an 18-point fourth quarter though. Is it good to end the game on a run like that so you have momentum going into the next weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really affect, like if we have a good game, it doesn't really carry on to the next game. It really takes up in like practice and how well we practiced that week before, but I don't think it'll slow down our momentum for this coming week, but I think it'll be pretty good.
Now this weekend you guys are going to have some big games, Big Piney at home on senior night. First thing on that one, with Lexi Julian being a senior, how important is it to send her out on a victory?
I think it'll mean a lot to her considering that she's our only senior on the team. And so I think it'll be a good game for her.
With you guys, what are you looking to do in these final two games? There's still a chance of that first place finish in the conference if you can win both games and then get some luck in the coin toss. What would it mean to get that first place spot or even get a second place finish?
Well, as Coach says before, it doesn't really matter what spot we take as long as we go in and play our game. So I think that if we do get first or second, it'll mean a lot to us considering that we'll be playing a fourth or third seed in regionals. But I think it'll really push our momentum if we take the first seeds.
How important is getting that good seed and making it to the state tournament? Obviously, with playing teams from the Northwest in that first round, it's a little bit of mystery going into who you're going to be playing and what exactly the style that team is going to take to it. But how important is a good seed in making it to the state tournament?
Well, if you're first place, then you play fourth seed, so that really gives you an advantage, but it's all about what team comes out strongest and how they hold their momentum and stuff, because there's upsets every year.
We'll talk a little bit about your game now. It's been a long season. How have you seen your game grow so far this year?
Defensively, I think I've grown a lot since last year, and especially with being last year when I hurt my knee, it was really hard for me, but I think I've come back a lot from that and improved, so I think it's been a good year for me, I think.
What are some of the things that you look at as still needing to grow on and still needing to build your development on going into your senior season?
Just our teamwork. I know being a team captain, I can really influence the girls on playing as a team and stuff, and I think that's our main issue right now is just playing as a team and having each other's backs and that kind of stuff.
Final question for you, and that's when you talk about being the team captain and being in that leadership role. How much does the team look to you on the court to be that leader as a junior right now when there's so many other juniors on the court with you?
I don't know, I've always had that leader instinct. I think ever since junior jazz, I've always been that leader in basketball, especially like with my mom coaching. She always looks to me to bring the team up if we're having a bad game or something. So I feel like me being on the court, it really helps, and I know that they can trust me if they have an issue or something, and I can trust them just both ways, I guess.
Well, Morgan, thank you again for the time to talk, and good luck with this weekend against Big Piney and Lyman and the big games to close out the regular season.